in the sales game, you have to put yourself into that entire process. So all I want you to do is I'm going to expose you to how I would do this and how I know it works. You craft it your own way. That work for you?
Sounds good.
Okay, so what we got here is a 2013 brand new Tahoe. This is a LTZ, Martin? How do we know? LTZ. It's actually an LT. Okay, fully loaded Tahoe. Now, the nice thing about this Tahoe is it's a V8, gets 21 miles to the gallon. It's that primary people mover in this area. Folks that go camping, folks that tow boats, folks that have kids in Little League. They're buying this vehicle for that lifestyle. And the reason they buy it for that lifestyle is it's got 3 sets of seats. Now, GM designed it in 2007, so those seats are removable. The challenge with that is, in about 2008, thieves decided it was an easy way to create their own revenue stream, and they started stealing them. Now, as I'm showing this vehicle and doing my walk around to folks, we of course will open the doors, we'll talk about the running boards, talk about the wood grain, show them the hands-free features when you're syncing phones and things like that, and then we get to the back. Here, now this is got captain's chairs in the back, leather seats. Again, as an LT, this is an upgrade LT. It's not quite an LTZ, doesn't have the sunroof in it, but it's got a couple of really nice features with the alloy wheels from General Motors. And at the rear here, it's got the automatic liftgate. Now, the nice thing about that is, no matter what, that's not going to crash me on the head, because if I was willing to stand here and let it come down, once it hits my head, it stops. Now, you'll notice here, Martin, what we have is some locks here to stop people from stealing third row seats. I'm sure you've seen it all over the internet and on the news. It's prevalent in California, Texas, Arizona. I've just made a trip to Arizona and Nevada. It's happening there too. Now, what happens is people steal these seats and then they sell them. The challenge for the customers is they've got to go get them remade. Well, General Motors takes 3 weeks to make them. A young lady in Fresno that we just did a delivery for on Friday, she paid $1,100 for each seat. So that's $2,200, whereas what we have here is a product that at $269 MSRP protects you from that. Now let me show you how easy it is. It takes less than 10 seconds for someone to steal these seats. It takes less than a minute to secure them. Pop off the lock. Just that simple. Now what we have, Martin, is a bracket that we paid particular attention to. There are some other ways to secure these seats, but one of the things about General Motors is they spend billions of dollars making sure the safety of the person riding in this vehicle is secure. They don't have to worry about it. And that's how that seat bolts to the floor. When we came up with this patented design, we came up with a design that makes it possible to secure the seat without any integrity issues here. Because heaven forbid somebody buys a Tahoe from you, wrecks it, the seat comes loose because it was bolted down, then we all have a litigation issue. So we gave thought to that. Now this particular device I patented, we manufacture it right here in Madera, California, believe it or not. Just a mile and a half down the road. It's made in America, the locks are from America. It's very easy to install. You notice this little hook device here hooks right on this bar right here. Now General Motors, when they made this seat, they actually made it so that I could do this quick and easy. Hook the hook right on the wide spot. They even put a hole right here to line you up with the handle. So you just put it in there and line it up like that. Then just seat the seat like that. Pop the lock in like that. Now the real key to this is those locks key to your ignition key. And here at Madera Auto Center, when you buy your Tahoe or Suburban, new or used, and you get the stay put security system, as part of their delivery process, they're going to key your ignition key to your locks. The nice thing about that is the ignition key is the only key you can get cut and not have one with you. As long as I can prove who I am and prove this vehicle is mine, I can come into the parts department here at Madera Chevrolet. They'll cut me a new key. The nice thing is I never have to worry about cutting off this lock. We picked this lock because having it keyed to the ignition means there's no extra key like for my tow hitch, for my Thule, for my boat. And designing it with women in mind, my wife, who's not here today, her purse is big enough to fit a small St. Bernard in. And whenever I look for a key in there, it takes me 4 or 5 hours to find it. So having extra keys makes it a problem. Also, with one key, you don't have the issue where you've got 5 or 6 keys on one key ring, and the added weight harms your ignition system as well. Okay, that's how I would present it as I'm going around the car. Mention it to them and just leave it at that, and then your desk guys will present it in a manner that fits your process. Let me show you this. Martin, take that key, unlock that lock. We're gonna have Martin, who's never done this before, do it on camera, just like that. Yeah, you can just pop that lock right off. Okay, have you ever taken these seats out, Martin? Yes. Okay, pull one out. Off camera, and who I'm going to invite up here is Marty Mayforht, the owner of Madera Auto Center. Marty, thank you for letting me come in and kind of embarrass your folks and show off your facility and brag a little bit about you as being one of my best dealers. Say hello to the general public. This is going to be online, so Marty, thanks again. How many Tahoes have you guys sold in the last month?
We probably sold 3 or 4. We try to keep a good supply on hand, but you know, with the new models coming out, inventory's been a little bit low. But what we have tried to do is basically preload all the vehicles with this device, because we know that it's a huge problem, and it's a real simple device. And you know, I think for the customer, it's definitely worth the money, because when you have someone break in and steal your seats, it could be up to $2,000 for the repairs. So.
Exactly, just for the seats. Now, and the MSRP that you guys are selling this at here at Madera Auto Center is?
I believe we've got it marked at $259.
$259, very good. Yeah.
And try to keep it affordable. That's our goal, because we look at it as a protection device for the vehicle.
Very cool. And just in closing, give me a little bit about Madera Auto Center, how long you guys have been in business here in the Central Valley.
Well, the Chevrolet store has been here since 1921.
Super.
I've been the owner since 2000. Toyota store was purchased by the former owners in 1982. So we have a long history in Madera County and in Madera, and we plan to be here for another 100 years.
I know you will be. Marty, Scott, thanks for taking the time, man. Safe travels. I know you're going to Las Vegas to hear all about the new product coming out.
Right, General Motors meeting.
There you go, man. Right, thanks again. Okay, now we've had Martin study in a bit, so now we're going to see if he can do the install. And yes, I'm embarrassing him on purpose because he's new. Okay, so we're going to put this seat all the way up, and even though I'm timing it, no stress on you. Okay, so what I want you to do is drop the seat down, pull it out, and show how easy it is to install. And I'll kind of coach you from here. Go ahead and put that down. Okay, now see, one of the things that lots of folks do, there you go. Okay, so you pull that up. Now, the Made in USA side always goes down, just like that. So if you tip this seat forward just a bit, hook it right there on the hook. Now, wait a minute, slide it on over. See this little hole GM put in there to make it easy for you to line it up. So just line it up like that and push it down like that. There you go. And it's easier if you roll it flat. So pull this back out to you for a minute. We may have, there we go. And then pop that just to you a little bit and put the lock on. Now, I know if we were timing him, that took him actually about 2.5 minutes, but I guarantee you after doing this 2 or 3 times, he'll get it done in 1. Now, just a couple of things in closing. You'll notice the locks are bright red. We do that on purpose because we want people to see that it's protected. We also have a window cling that's in the back, so when they look through the window, they know that the vehicles are protected. The idea there is we just don't want them stealing our stuff. It doesn't belong to them anyway. Anyway, in closing, let me thank Marty Mayforht and Madera Auto Center for letting me do this quick little walk around presentation. Come on down to Madera Auto Center, buy a new car, buy a used car. If you've already got a Tahoe Suburban, Yukon, Yukon XL, Escalade or Escalade ESV, come on into their parts department. They've got stay put seat security available for you to buy over the counter. Thanks again. We'll see you next time.